Do you see yourself as, in the future, in 5 years, do you think you're just going to continue to write songs? Or do you think you might be performing in a band? Or what do you see? I'm just curious.
I think I'm going to be a songwriter, but I want to be a performer when I'm older. So yeah, maybe a performer by then.
Yep. And how do you see yourself performing when you're older?
That's the crazy part, because I play acoustic stuff. Like live, I'll play adorable Kobe Calais stuff, and then when I write songs, it could be Rihanna fist pump. Like
it really?
Oh
so
yeah.
You're.
I do dance
on
pop.
one hand, you're kind of, it's not folk, but you're a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Right? And then on another hand, you can write pop songs that Rihanna, what's her name? Rihanna? Rihanna. Obviously, I don't listen to her, but I know who she is.
Yeah.
That she might buy? Would she be interested in buying your songs?
Yeah, if my publishers get it to the right people.
Now, how does that world work? Let's talk about that.
That's a crazy world.
There must be so many people that think they have the next big pop song. And they might, but they can't get it to them. Mm-hmm. How does that all work?
That's the hardest part of my job. I have to wait patiently and just hope that it gets to the right people. And my publisher, she'll call me one day and say, hey, I just sent your song to China and they love it. And I'll be like, oh, cool.
So you mean, wait a minute. So if you send your song to China and a Chinese
artist
performer,
sings,
do you
my friends have Chinese artists sing.
Can you get paid for that?
Oh yeah.
Like, is
every time it plays, I'll get a certain percentage.
Is it the same price that you get for somebody that was in LA?
It depends on the artist.
Yeah.
How big they get. That's why, like, I have country holds right now with Lauren Elena.
Wait a minute. You got. I thought we were talking pop music. You're a country singer too? You do country?
No. In Nashville, it's hard not to do country. Because
wait a minute. So you were in Nashville. You went to Nashville?
Mm-hmm. That's where I'm signed. A Nashville publishing.
Oh, you are.
That's why everyone gets confused too, because when I go to LA, because my publisher's like, you got to be out there. You're so good at pop. They're all like, oh, you're with Big Yellow Dog? Oh, they're country, so you're obviously country. And I always say, no, I don't do country at all, really. Like, I did it for fun in Nashville because everyone's hard country there, like.
Sure.
But
you went there for a purpose, though. You went to Nashville, so you obviously have some interest in.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with country pop? My God, that's country a huge
pop
business.
That's what I write.
Oh well.
Sometimes.
Okay. I see.
I do a lot of different genres. So if I became an artist, it'd be very difficult to choose what I would want to do. I think I want to do the crazy, fun Kesha stuff. And then I'll surprise them and be like, wait, I can actually play an instrument and sing. I think that's genius.
Hey, but first and foremost, you got to make a living, right? That's what we're talking about. So you write this song, you write it, or do you collaborate with other people when you write it?
Sometimes I collab. Like when I do writing trips, I collab.
Do you write the song from a melody that you play on the guitar or the piano first and then add the lyrics, or is it the other way around?
Everybody is different doing that. Sometimes when I know the person and I beforehand, or like my publisher will tell me you're gonna write with this person, I'll sometimes create a chorus and prepare myself for when I go in there, and I'll say, hey, I got something right here, what do you think? And but I'm a melody girl. I start with melodies before lyrics at all. And cause Max Martin is the biggest songwriter nowadays, and he says he's actually heard my song and produced it. And he says, when I was working on that project, he was like, I don't care about any of your lyrics as long as your melody is amazing. So I focus on the melodies first, and then I'll get the lyrics later.
Now, how does he stay on top? Just because he has a name? Or does he look for people like you?
He's huge now because he started doing all the hits from Backstreet Boys.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's got all those.
Oh, those are hits.
And he's got today's Katy Perry's, like, huge hits.
You know, okay, so that's a great point. So Katy
That's what
Perry,
I want to be, too.
Oh, yeah. You know who I was listening on my channel this morning was, I think she's the best voice.
Katy Perry?
No.
Oh.
I like her, though.
Who?
I'm not a big pop guy, but I think the chick that won American Idol, that's so huge. She won American Idol, and a long time ago. Now she's...
Kelly Clarkson?
Yes.
She has the best voice. I saw her live.
I think she has the best voice.
I was backstage at her place with my Uncle Burton. Because their guitar player from Carolina Lyre and I are friends because we got to write one day. And
Did you get to meet her?
he opened for her. No, 'cause she was performing, but
Oh.
I was standing there and she came right out and just looked at me and I was like, good job.
All
It was
right.
crazy.
She is really. I mean, I'm not
so
into that,
good.
but when I hear her sing, I'm amazed at her.
And live, she goes.
I've heard.
She does. I always like listen to her. I'm like, she's not gonna hit it. And then she does. It's crazy.
So Katy Perry doesn't write any of those songs.
No, Katy Perry will help,
Oh,
but
she
not
will.
really.
Okay.
Because artists nowadays are trying to take my job and they're trying to write with the big songwriters. So now they get credit for writing. And
Fair
they're
enough.
like Kelly Clarkson. She doesn't
Yes.
want to. She doesn't want to hear any of our songs because she wants to write them herself to get that credit. And I respect that because if I'm an artist, I'm gonna be like, I don't need your songs. I'll write it myself.
Well, right.
But
sometimes you just got to do it. Though.
Sometimes
if
they got it,
the song's
like,
that good.
yeah.
Come on.
mhm,
People want to hear a good song.
exactly.
All right. So you're working. Now who is these publicists that you say that you brought up? Who are these?
Carla Wallace is my publisher.
People? Is he in Nashville?
She.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Carla.
Oh, Carla. I'm sorry. So
Yeah.
she's in Nashville.
Yes, she was born and raised in Nashville. She's extremely country, but she loves my pop songs, and that's like
Does she have connections to your pop song to get you those people to get you hooked up with
I
the right
think
people?
I think so. I think she has some. We had she got me meetings with all these labels one trip in LA, and it was every day just a new label, and I had to go in and get interviewed and then play songs, and it was very intimidating. But she got me them, and I don't know how. And because of that, I met Mike Flynn, who works at Sony Epic, and he's a big dude, and he got me with Sean Kingston's producers.
Jeez.
So now, and then I wrote with those guys in LA, and I fell in love with them because they're amazing, and now we write all the time. We have like 20 songs together.
Okay, so now, all right, tell me how you do it. You're here, but you jump around. You jump to LA, you go to Nashville,
I live in my suitcase.
you live in your suitcase. When are you going back to do more song?
My publisher's supposed to call me any day now and tell me, all right, we're going to LA.
Do you need to be in the same studio, or can you write it from your computer and then send them and talk to each other through the...
You can do that. Skyping, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I did it once with my Italian friends who are very Italian, so
Oh.
I wasn't digging it because I couldn't understand anything they were saying, and it was all glitchy, but I don't know. If you're desperate. Like, my friend said she has Dr. Luke tracks, which are huge, and so I should probably do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably do that. Yeah.
All right, so now where you go off to next? So where will you be flying to next?
I'm
you know?
going to LA in the beginning of February, I think.
When I
and
think of
then Nashville.
songwriting, are you in a studio or are you in a hotel room? Where do
No, I'm in a studio.
You're in a studio, and you're sitting down with a guy who might write lyrics, another one who's good with the melody, and you collect, and that's how you put it all together.
Yeah.
And then once the song is, you guys are happy with it, who takes it from there?
Well, we'll produce it, and if they don't produce, I'll produce it. Like, that's another thing.
Okay.
Some guys, they only produce, and then
When you
I'll
say
go
produce, does that mean you have to lay it down?
Yeah, lay down all the tracks.
Oh, I see.
And then we'll...
Even though they might get changed by the artist who buys it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Most of the time they will.
Okay.
And then we'll put the date on it in the email, and then we'll say who wrote it, and then we'll send it to my publisher.
I see. And then
And
the
that's the
publisher
final
goes
thing,
out.
yeah.
And you've got a lot of competition, I would think.
Mm.
Right? There's a lot of people out there trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Did you sell that song in China?
I don't think so. Oh, they wanted to change all the lyrics or something, which...
Well, that makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then I would get less money or something, and my publisher was like, I don't think... Because she loves my song, so she's like, if this isn't the best deal I can get, we're not doing it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I trust you.
Okay.
She's really good.
So how important is, where are you, would you say, right now? You know, like some people start out and, like an actor, they're going to have to, like, work in a diner or as a waiter before they get found.
Yeah.
How would you describe where you're at right now? You're not, definitely not at that stage. You're actually getting hired now.
Yeah, I think it's because the Sony labels and all of them. Because L.A. Reid has heard my songs, and he's the one that flew me out to work with Sean Kingston's producers as well as Mike Flynn. But I mean, I just started. I've been signed for almost a year, and that's huge that I got L.A. Reid to hear that. So that's insane. But I don't know. I want to cut. I want to cut so bad.
When you say cut, what does that mean?
I mean, someone bought your song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that has not really happened yet.
Not officially.
Not
no,
officially,
yeah.
okay.
Because everyone's like, oh, they're gonna do it, but then you wait a year, and then they have to show it to the label, and the label has to like it.
I see.
So it's a whole process.
Well, gosh, that is just so exciting. You must be like, you must be thrilled. This is a dream come true for so many people that wish they could do it.
Like, I get to do what I love, and I get to travel because of it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. So, I'm glad you brought your guitar because we definitely want to hear you sing a little bit.
I'm really singing in here?
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
I can get the camera right. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it.